Ladies and dudes, it is time to bow to the king of all Big Lipped Alligator Moments. And Otto 1 is truly the one. And the best part I love about Otto 1 from Spider-Man No Way Home that featured his storyline. His storyline may be small, but there is something huge about it. Something that nobody have never noticed. After 4 long years when we did see the film of Spider-Man No Way Home. That's for sure. Well, this is it. Hi ladies and dudes, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Booba 1987. This is my review for today. And today, this is it ladies and dudes. I will do my last and final top 5 list that nobody has never done before. And it's all about this guy. Otto 1. The king of all Big Lipped Alligator Moments. And he had so many Big Lipped Alligator Moments that he have ever done from Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man No Way Home. But I will say that Spider-Man No Way Home did a much better job than Spider-Man 2. Because he had the best storyline ever in film history. And it's true, his storyline may be small, but there is something huge about it. And if all of you should go back and rewatch No Way Home, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. So yep. I'm gonna do my top 5 best moments ever that featured Otto 1 for Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man No Way Home. And I know there's a lot of great moments to choose from. But, like I said, No Way Home did a much better job than Spider-Man 2. So yeah, Spider-Man 2 has a couple of moments I will add on the list. And I will add a few parts that's featured in No Way Home. So without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my top 5 most favorite moments that feature Otto 1 from Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man No Way Home. Okay, let's head on to my honorable mentions. I will say for Spider-Man 2 is the part where you see Otto 1 wearing a hat in the bank scene. You only see it one time only, and you'll never ever see it ever again. At his famous line, "You got a trade to catch." Now, there was another one. Oh yeah, the part where he was acting like Darkman when he's all alone in a damaged building with his metal arms. So, those are my honorable mentions I can find for Spider-Man 2. And as for Spider-Man No Way Home, it's all the above. Too many to choose from. But I will add a couple of them on my top 5 list. So, here we go, ladies and dudes. My favorite moments that featured this man, who's truly the king of all Big Lipped Alligator Moments. So you better bow down to this really cool dude with 4 metal arms in his back. That's for sure. So here we go, ladies and dudes. Coming at number 5 goes to the part where it all began for Mr. Otto 1, when he finally met Peter 2 for the very first time. I think I really like this relationship much better than Peter 2 with Norman Osborn. Sadly about Norman Osborn and Peter 2, they have zero chemistry. They don't have a strong connection at all. It doesn't click me that well for Spider-Man 1. sadly to say, but the only time they have a good development is when they became Spider-Man and the Green Goblin. That's it. But as for Spider-Man 2, they did a much better job, and I really love the character development and chemistry between Peter 2 and Otto 1, and they got along so darn well. And yeah, the only thing they have in common is they love science. They are such a big fan of science. That's for sure. And yeah, everybody loves that famous line from Mr. Otto 1 is, intelligence is not a privilege, it is a gift. And you use it for the good of mankind. And also, another thing I love about that scene in the movie is where we got introduced to Otto 1's wife, Rosie. And yes, Rosie is a very, very lovely, sweet character. And they really did pick the rightful actress at the rightful time to play her, since she has a very, very lovely face and such of a sweet of a personality. And this is truly Peter 2's real mother and father, since it's a sad shame this is the only time he got to know his real adopted parents. That's for sure. And I put that moment at the number 5 spot. Coming at number 4, Otto 1 meets Doctor Strange for the very first time in Spider-Man No Way Home. I just love this scene so much. It's one of the best crazy and nutty scenes ever in film history. And this is the very first time where Otto 1 got to know another superhero. And yeah, Spider-Man is not the only one he got to know of in a Marvel's film. He finally got to know another superhero. And my favorite moment in the whole entire movie that featured Otto 1 and Doctor Strange is, do you know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man? Yes. Is that him? No. That I will say that was really the best scene in the whole entire movie. That will make us laugh big time. And this is where Otto 1's fish out of water journey continues on in the whole entire film. And yeah, I also love the moment where Peter 1 calls Otto 1 a monster while poor Otto 1 is stuck in his prison cell, and he said, "Hey, watch your mouth!" And yeah, there was another Big Lipped Alligator moment where Otto 1 did see Peter 1 being trapped in a prison cell too, but for a short period of time. That was a really great moment. So I gotta put that at the number 4 spot. Coming at number 3 has to go to a toy. I can't tell which one I like from Spider-Man No Way Home that featured one of the most greatest underrated actors of all time, and a guy who could release so many Big Lipped Alligator moments that happened one time only, and it never happened again. So for a tie is a flirting moment with Aunt May, or the part when he gets cured. I just can't tell which moment I want to add on the list. That is so darn memorable to us fans. Do I like the part where Aunt May made a good flirty moment with Mr. Otto 1, and she finally said that he is an octopus? Or is it the part where Peter 1 finally cured him with a brand new chip on the back of his neck? I think both of the scenes are so darn memorable and enjoyable to watch, and it's a good thing that Otto 1 finally got cured at the nick of time, where Peter 1 finally puts a brand new chip on the back of his neck and he became a good person again. So either way, I can't tell which scene I like the best. So I had to put it at the number 3 spot. And coming at number 2 goes to the part in Spider-Man no, not Spider-Man No Way Home. Strike that, reverse it. It came from in Spider-Man 2. The part where Otto 1 and Peter 2 had talked to each other for the very last time. Truly one of the best heartbreaking moments ever in film history. This is before Otto 1 will sacrifice himself to stop his machine once and for all, but not until he had his last and final moment with Peter 2. And I really love that character development and chemistry with those two. And Peter 2 is the only way to rescue Otto 1 from being controlled by his own metal arms. And he has to learn to listen. At least Otto 1 got spared by Peter 2, and since he didn't face him to death, he just listened for what his adopted son had said. Yeah, it's a tear thing. And it's a good thing that Tobey Maguire and Alfred Molina had such a great, powerful bond with each other, and I'm happy they had it for No Way Home. That's for sure. So yeah, that moment in Spider-Man 2 has to go to number 2. Last but not least, my number 1 most favorite moment of all time that featured this really cool man from both films. This is my most favorite moment of all that featured this legendary character who changed his way from being bad to good. And thanks to No Way Home, it really did prove it. So coming at number 1 is the part of the finale from Spider-Man No Way Home. What the heck I should say about the part of the finale? This is the part where Otto 1 is really the main GOAT of this movie. He is truly the GOAT. 100%. He's way more of a GOAT than the Green Goblin. He did a whole lot of epic moments that really did blow me away the most. For one reason only. He did a whole lot of Big Lipped Alligator Moments for a couple of seconds only. That happened one time and one time only. And you'll never see it, heard it, or mention about it ever again. But there's one Big Lipped Alligator moment that we will remember the most from this great, underrated character. And one great moment only. For the very first time in Marvel's history, he became the very first unlikely ally character to all 3 of the Peter Parkers in a Spider-Man film. Now that is worth saying something, ladies and dudes. And he is so darn close of getting to know all 3 of the Peter Parkers completely. Very darn close. But the only one who doesn't know him yet is Peter 3. Yeah, I wish there was a scene where Otto 1 got to know Peter 3. Sadly, it's off screen somewhere. Maybe a deleted scene somewhere. I wish we could all see it in our own eyes. Yeah, seeing Otto 1 getting to know Peter 3. I guess I have nothing else to say. So the part of the finale is my number one most favorite moment of all time that featured this really cool dude from both Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man No Way Home. And those were my top 5 most favorite moments I do enjoy from Otto 1, aka Doc Ock, Dr. Octopus, Dr. Otto Octavius, Dr. Octavius, whichever name you prefer. And that wraps up of all the videos I want to do for this year of 2025. And tell me, ladies and dudes, what is your favorite Otto 1 moment of all time that featured both Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man No Way Home? Well, whichever it is, leave a comment there and let me know. And join me next time for my top 20 best videos that I ever done in the year 2025. So be prepared for that one to come. And I'll see you all later. And sayonara. And also Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.